we rolled out in June a new product called Salesforce.org Philanthropy Cloud. The IP is actually owned by Salesforce, and we, UnitedWay, are the exclusive resellers of Salesforce.org Philanthropy Cloud. So Salesforce can't sell their own product. They rely on UnitedWay and our staff in different offices to be able to sell the product. So UnitedWay, as I mentioned earlier, is comprised of what we call local UnitedWays. We have 1,800 local UnitedWays in 42 different countries. Those are my customers. I am supporting local UnitedWays. They, in turn, are then selling Philanthropy Cloud to their corporate partners that they have relationships. They have about 125,000 partnerships with local companies in their communities. Today, we are currently selling the product in the U.S. and Canada. And the little icons that you see of the local UnitedWays are the 45 local UnitedWays that are actively selling Philanthropy Cloud today. It's been really quite a journey for us to come this far, and we've got a long way to go. As you can imagine, the challenge that we faced as a nonprofit and as a nonprofit that really has no control over the local UnitedWays is huge. Each local UnitedWay is its own nonprofit. It is its own 501c3. It has its own board of directors, and it has its own financial reporting model. So I had to find a sales enablement program, a sales methodology that I could roll out to these local UnitedWays and say, come on and join us, and we're going to teach you how to sell somebody something. And they were like, we're not in sales. We're fundraisers. We're relationship people. We've been doing this for 130 years. What are these software things? Why are you thinking we can sell software? We also had to come up with a language that would explain how you go through the sales process, how you do discovery. UnitedWays are used to showing up and saying, we're UnitedWay and we fight for the health, the education, and the financial stability of every individual in every community. Now we needed them to go in and do discovery. What's your company goal? What are your objections? How engaged are your employees? And how can we help you with Philanthropy Cloud improve your employee engagement? We also needed to be flexible enough because as a nonprofit, we don't have the budget to fly people in for a week or 2-week training class and pull them out of the field. So we needed to be flexible and avoid the cost of travel and hotel and all of that. But we also needed to be able to scale the program because, we started off with 22 local UnitedWays. Now we're at 43 local UnitedWays. But we need to get to 150 and beyond in order to really make an impact with this product. It was just this big idea, big problem, and we ended up with SalesHood and selling through curiosity. And I want to show you now what the results have been. Again, we launched the first program in December of 2017. We did not have a product then. We did not have a product when we did our very first selling cohort. Since that time, we have enabled 43 local UnitedWays on SalesHood. We have 600 people on SalesHood. We have completed 3,950 activities on the platform. We have watched 107,000 minutes of video. We have 347 people that are actively participated or have actively participated in selling through Curiosity. We've got 8,900 files that we have uploaded and viewed. We've created 155 custom presentations, and this one will blow your mind. 95% of the sales that we have completed so far have been completed and won by reps that have gone through selling through Curiosity and through our program. We're just super proud of that. It's really been quite a story. Just to recap what they do when they go through a cohort. It's a 13-week program.
Exactly.
They spend about 90 minutes worth of pre-work each week during the week. And then on Friday, they get together as a group. The current cohort right now has 143 people in the cohort. So that's a lot of people that we're coordinating via video, and they get to see one another and interact with one another. As soon as they graduate from a cohort, they join what's called the go-to-market call. The go-to-market call happens every single Friday for 90 minutes from 11 o'clock to 12:30 Central Standard Time. So that means California, they're on the phone really early, taking the call. We go through the huddle where we ask them to check in. Tell us your wins. What successes have you had? What demos have you done? Just give us a highlight of what your wins for the week were. We then go and ask them to tell us what challenges they've had, what new ideas they might have, share any files or best practices. We use their input to guide us during the call for that 90-minute check-in. So we have on average about 50 to 60 people that participate in these calls. We record all of the calls. We have invited guests come in. We use SalesHood not only for sales training, we also use it for product updates. We use it for customer support training. We use it for onboarding new local UnitedWays into our digital services and Philanthropy Cloud knowledge base. So we're using it to enable the entire organization. And so that's really the go-to-market call and how we are turning them on and keeping the conversation going. And that's really been helpful. That go-to-market call is something that I have heard folks from the local UnitedWay say it's the best call of the week. Salesforce participates in this call. We take extracts from SalesHood. We send it to Salesforce so they can see the challenges. They can see the product enhancements that they're hearing. They're learning about what they can do to improve the product for our corporate customers and, accelerate the sales for us and make a difference in the communities. From there, if I go to the product enablement area, you can see how we set up a new product release that's going to be announced tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So watch for the press. But we started in a couple months ago. This is Ann Edmonds. She's our Vice President of Product Development. She runs as liaison between UnitedWay Worldwide and Salesforce to guide the product. She tells us updates on volunteer management. She tells us what we're doing for early adopter program, who the customers are that should be nominated to participate in the early adopter program. Oh gosh, and they have seen me look like everything. No makeup, in the airport at 5 a.m. They've seen me home in my car. I just don't miss these Friday calls, but they're super helpful, and everybody really seems to value the feedback that they get and the knowledge sharing that is happening during these calls to really gather requirements and celebrate the successes that we have.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped facilitate this course and everybody that was a part of it. It was a really great course, and I learned a lot from everyone.
I just want to say thank you to Ira and the team. SalesHood was great. Ira was very entertaining, never a boring moment.
You'll find that this course is very beneficial. The facilitators are super nice. They make things easy for you, and it was a very valuable experience.
I appreciate the round robin aspect and getting together in small groups and being able to go over homework that we did the night before and just get other aspects or other ideas from other people.
I would say anecdotally, I think it was an amazing experience. I thought I learned a ton of great concepts in a fun and interactive way.
And I think the biggest piece that stood out to me was the opportunity to really dig in and get some refreshers on how to take things to the next level in these discovery conversations and really refine our skills at being able to create a customized and truly valuable solution for our clients and for our partners.
It is so important that we're curious and ask those questions to the donors, because we're not going to be able to develop those relationships unless we do listen to what they're saying and learn more about them every day.
Among other things, it's helped me be far more strategic about my relationships throughout the course of the year, way more thoughtful about the kind of conversations I have with my corporate donors, not taking them for granted, open-ended questions, curiosity, really building a relationship and getting to know them as well as possible so that honestly, I can solicit larger gifts and make sure that what we do on our end matches what they want to give to on their end.
With over 20 years of experience, I was able to refresh some skills, but more importantly, learn new effective approaches to known challenges that cause the sales process to stall.
It's a fantastic course that you can use these tools not only if you're selling SPC, but if you're running campaigns, if you're having other kinds of relationships that you're trying to build, and even in your personal life.
It will push you at times, sometimes out of your comfort zone, and that can be challenging, but I found that the more I pushed myself to really participate, to complete the work, to participate in the discussions, the more that I did that, the more I learned and grew through the experience.
I stuck around for it and did the role play, and it was really easy, and I took a lot away from it. So I guess get out of your comfort zone.
For those of you that might be considering doing this training course, I would highly recommend it. This is time well spent.
I really loved everything that I learned, and the best part about it is that you can apply it not only to your external customers, but internally as well to other departments and people that you talk to along the way.
So definitely take it, definitely approach it from an open mindset and allow your mind to be expanded upon, as mine was, to all the various possibilities that exist out there for you to utilize these skills to really impact everyone around you.
So the one thing I want to point out is you saw a CIO, you saw a CFO, you saw a VP of marketing, all from different United Ways in the US and Canada. And you heard them talk about the life-changing behaviors that this had. But what you didn't hear was, this is really funny, they actually are saying, oh, I wish I would have had these skills to help me with my marriage before I got my divorce, or I wish I would have had it to help me with my teenagers when they were just being, teenagers. But they really talk about how it's helped them in every aspect of their life, not just selling a technology product. So it's really fun. I'll share 3 more stories with you and then let you ask any questions that you have. The most recent one is from Chris on the far right. Chris is with United. We also have terrible names, right? United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. And Chris says, because of this training, I had the courage to tell my teammates that we did not have enough information to provide a proposal for a very large customer here in Wisconsin, and ask them for an additional meeting to learn more. So this was a great confidence builder for Chris. He'd been with United Way for a long time, but he really, he was kind of low on the totem pole in that United Way, but he really had the confidence to step up and say, stop, time out. We need to go back and do more, ask more open-ended questions to really learn what the drivers are for this customer. And it was a great outcome. Wendy Traxler is with United Way of Greater Twin Cities in Minneapolis. She said, I asked him questions about their timeline, decision makers, and budgets. I shared the elevator pitch about Philanthropy Cloud, but the best surprise is when he offered to be a pilot company without me even asking. So that was great for Wendy, and they are now a customer of ours after they went through the pilot program. And then Mara Cook, I was involved in actually all 3 of these sales. Mara Cook is with United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut, otherwise known as Hartford, Connecticut. And she says, based on our discovery, we were able to use our customers' words to anticipate and overcome objections before they were asked. We were writing a proposal and doing a big PowerPoint presentation, and Mara came to me and said, something's not right, that we're just doing a regular PowerPoint presentation telling the customer about Philanthropy Cloud. We should be doing what Barry has taught us to do, and that's go back and use their words on why they're interested in this product in the first place. We should go back and tell them what the impact will be if they use our product. And so we made those adjustments. She wrote a script for her CEO to be able to manage the conversation with the customer, and we are on their short list. So I'm super proud of Mara because she caught it and I didn't. So you trained her well, Barry and Ira. So thank you for that.